Nita's first con.
You're in good hands. They'll take good care of you.
With these guys, that was a bit of a shit show.
Literally. Alright.
Just out the gate, start talking about farts.
You are the king of farts, what do you mean?
This is a whole debate we just had backstage of whether or not we should talk about farts today.
Well, there we
Wasn't
go.
expecting to open with that, but
Here it is.
How y'all doing? Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
Amazing, amazing. So I think we should just get right to it. Let's
Sorry,
answer
first
some questions. Yeah.
Yeah?
Which side
This
do
is
we
always the
want?
thing, which side do we start?
Which side do we?
Nita, why don't you pick?
Nita pick, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the recorders this way.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh, I feel so special. Thanks for choosing me personally.
Hi.
Where are you? I pointed this way and then I'm looking this way.
So my question is, do you guys, or wait, no, never mind. I just changed my question. I heard from a certain someone who will remain nameless, that Nita is a fan of emo music and can do it. Can you show the voice?
I just melted with awkwardness.
God, who would suggest that? That is ridiculous.
God, who suggested this?
Hey, who would do that? Who would tell him?
Do it. You should do it.
I'll take this. I'll take that one. Sure.
Yeah,
If it makes
Oh my God, you guys.
Is there a whiskey up here? I think there's.
Something else.
How about I just bring like a healthy suggestion, like bring me the horizon. We all love Parasite Eve. I introduced them to that song and they're obsessed with
It's a great
it now.
So that's a good band. That good screamo band.
Maybe a little later.
We can do some mean stuff.
Tonight. Nita was singing tonight. Yeah. How about that? That's
It's her first time. We just threw it to the wolves.
I shouldn't have gone first. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
No.
You're right. You picked me first.
good. Literally.
No, but an actual question. What are some bits that you guys do in your everyday life to make yourselves laugh?
Ooh.
I have examples if you need some. You have examples? Yeah.
Bits that we do or bits that you do?
I do. If you don't know what I mean by bit, I have examples.
Please share. Please share.
Examples are every single thing that I do, anytime anyone asks me why I did something, I'm like, it's just because I'm so sexy and irresistible.
Hells yeah. I love that.
Look, that's just what JoJo said.
That is actually pretty much it.
But like, look at them. It's the truth.
I feel
Moving
like
on. Moving on.
we joke about farts a lot. You call me Meg Bob.
Meg
Bob.
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Yeah. Rick. Morty. Morty. That's what we do. Yeah.
Your bits are better than ours.
Or
Yeah.
the thing that you guys do where you sing until the highest note.
Oh,
I
yeah.
started doing that.
You did?
Yeah. Wait, what songs do you guys do that with, by the way?
Oh
Really
yeah.
fun.
Far wherever you. We didn't even explain what it is, but basically what it is that we sing like big hit songs that people know and love, and while you're singing the song that is like amazing and it goes to the high note, you just jump down instead. That's
So
literally all it
easy to
is.
us.
It's really fun, but that's literally all it is. So those little bits for sure.
Yeah, a lot of our bits are just self-serving. Nobody else finds them funny except for
Pretty much,
four of
yeah.
us.
That is true.
All the
I
things.
call myself sexy and irresistible. That's literally 100%.
You are sexy and irresistible.
Facts.
Nick, you're stop. I'm gonna fall in love with you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Wait, your name is Emmy, right?
Yeah.
Emmy, I see you all the time. You're amazing. Thank you so much.
I'll see you later.
All right, see you later. Hey.
Hello.
I can't hear myself.
No, I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. My name's Kennedy. I'm from Texas, but I actually kind of live in Louisiana where I go to school.
I'm from Texas.
Oh my gosh, where?
A small little farm town further outside.
I'm from Houston. So
Oh gosh, amazing. Good.
before I ask that question, I just wanted to say really quick, you guys brought so much passion to the Winchesters and like it really shines through. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that.
Thank you.
So my question is, the cars on Supernatural were obviously like very important to like, the storyline and the fans, so like Baby, Turtle, Cast Continental, etc. does the Scooby Games band have a name? I've just been calling it the Mystery Machine personally, and do you have a name for your own car if you own a vehicle?
No, I don't think we have a name just yet. We're still trying to play with that idea. It's just, we really want to make it right. We want it to feel right, and we want it to all be on the same page about it. But we've tossed some ideas around. Obviously, some people have been like, name it Baby 2.0, but no, we want to honor that Baby was its own thing and is amazing, and we want to just honor that. But we're still thinking about it. We still have some ideas up in the air for anyone that has any.
Carlos's van.
Huh?
It's just Carlos.
We literally just sometimes call it Carlos's van. Yeah, and sometimes that just works.
Like the Funmobile, is that cheesy?
The Funmobile?
That's something else.
That's something else. I mean, it kind of is the same thing. I mean, Carlos's van is a Funmobile. We have a good old time in there.
There's a full-on orange. What is it, like a
Orange shag carpet.
Yeah, that.
There's a whole shag carpet in there. There's handcuffs. There's a whip. There's all sorts of stuff. Carlos likes to have a good time.
Handcuffs.
Handcuffs, yeah, everywhere.
Do you guys have names for your cars in real life?
Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
No.
I don't own a car, so.
Lucy. Couldn't tell you why. I think I just really like Lucy. I like it. I'm into 4-letter names. Mary.
My first car I ever had, I named Shelby. Yeah, it was a Mustang. It wasn't a Mustang, Shelby.
That's a Mustang Shelby.
Thank you. Because if I did it, I would have looked like an asshole. But you did it. It's good. It's like a really, really sick car. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a Mustang. Shelby.
I just got my driver's license 2 months ago.
She did.
For
the show.
For the show. So I could drive Mary's car.
Which I wish y'all could just see, because she's got to sit on like a box and then still
Like 2 boxes. These aren't enough.
It's the funniest thing in the world. And it's like we did a driving scene in 13 where we're driving and she steps on the gas and her body just like slams to the back of the seat. She's hanging on for dear life.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. But yeah, no, I don't know. I never got in the train of like actually like calling that cars. Did you name your car?
Thank you. I did not hear that. I'm sorry. I also do not have a motor vehicle, so I don't know.
What's up, friend?
Tell me what the name's
I feel like we should like Twitter poll. Since we
think we should do a Twitter poll.
Can't come up with a name. We should just like let
We actually should. Yeah, that would actually be a really
people
good
like
idea.
decide who we would choose.
I love it when the fans get involved with the decisions because I don't want to make the decision because that's so much. I don't know. That's so much responsibility.
Just take credit for the good idea. That's
I want to give the credit to y'all. I don't want to hold that responsibility. I want everyone to be on the same page and to like it. So yeah, we can definitely do that. I'm down for it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's the name of my car. It's just like, hello.
What's up?
Hi guys, how are you?
Doing well.
Good. Welcome to the family.
Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
So I met JoJo, Meg, and Drake last month in Dallas, and kind of told you guys that you guys are really rocking it. And Nita, you blow me away the last episode. You were amazing. So I just let you know that. Yeah. But just wanted
What's your name?
Sammy
Sammy.
from New York.
Thank you. Come on, Sammy from New
Come
York.
on.
You melted my heart.
That's
New
it.
York, buddy, JoJo.
There you go.
So I just want to reiterate to you guys again that you really guys are knocking it out of the park on the Winchesters. You all are encompassing, Drake and Meg, you are encompassing John and Mary. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, JoJo, Nita, you guys are awesome. Sorry, I'm babbling. I just wanted you guys to know, out of the entire season thus far, what has been each of your best moment or scene that you've done?
Like that we feel is our best scene?
Yeah, like out of everything you filmed, what has stuck with you? What was your favorite part or scene that you individually all filmed?
I really like the in episode 10 where it's like a graveyard scene, which is really cool. But Drake said that in like Supernatural it happens a lot, so he was really excited. And yeah, it was really cool doing that scene because there's so much foreshadowing about John and Mary, because Mary is talking about how that for love, like you can't, sacrifice everything. And then John is like, oh, that's not gonna happen, and we damn well know that happened. So that was really cool. It felt.
Yeah, I like that scene. I liked episode 6. I liked getting to play someone possessed was a lot of fun. And then, yeah, just that, like the whole vibe of getting to fight these guys, throw them across the room. It was a nice stress release.
That was really good.
No, that was probably my favorite scene. That was my favorite episode.
How about you guys?
God, I think there was this, just because it was really fun to film, in episode 5, when Carlos's Anton and I were leaving, only because it's a funny behind the scenes story. I'm sorry, I'm going to call you out. When you were punching the bag, and all of a sudden, the guy who plays Anton, Nick and I were like, a sewage pipe nearby or something. We're like, what is going on? And everyone's like, yeah, I think it's sewage.
Drake was
I think you know what
It was sewage, all right.
so much.
I'm not kidding.
And I was like up high, and he was all the way down.
Outside.
She was like 15 feet high, and then like 25 feet away, and she caught the whiff. It was the best thing ever.
That really stands out to me. Also, just the pilot, the whole thing, filming that was lovely.
No, yeah, that was absolutely awesome. I'm grateful that I wasn't there for that. Anyways. Oh gosh, I mean, in terms of like an encapsulating episode, I really loved filming 8 with Richard Speight as Loki. I thought that was a really good episode. It was fantastic. But if I had to get specific with a scene, but like really specific, I think for me, it kind of just came to me in this moment, but it kind of made my heart flutter a little bit, was the scene that I actually had in episode 11 with this one right here at the very end, where I basically tell her, like, when she's nervous about telling John and Mary her secret, her story that she has, there's something I just like say to her as I'm holding her hand, and I'm saying, like, if you need time to tell your story, take it, because it's your story to tell. And I think that just had a very deep, beautiful meaning towards myself, and Nita and I are just very, very close on set and in life. We talk a lot, we hang out a lot, we've just become naturally very great friends. So having that moment with her was just really, really beautiful. So I like that scene a lot. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Love you all.
Thank you.
Nita's all emotional now.
I just go, when people say nice things, I immediately go like, oh my god.
You're gonna hate this convention, I tell you that.
I say a lot of like,
Hi.
Hi, I'm Jules. I'm sorry to say another nice thing to you, but episode 11 was like seriously some of your best work this season. I mean, I speak for everyone. We were all crying. So to kind of go over that a little bit in that moment, I did have a question for JoJo. You got to sing this season on the Winchesters, which was amazing. Find out that you were gonna have to sing, and how was that whole process creating that scene from start to finish?
I found out about singing that song maybe a couple weeks before we were going to film the episode. I think we were in the middle of filming episode 6, and that was 8. So, right? I believe so. And Robbie Thompson, our amazing writer, called. Yeah, shout out to Robbie. He called and basically was just like, all right, so I have some news. I'm like, yeah, well, what's up? What's happening? And he was just like, well, we want to have you sing. Episode 8 is going to be a very Carlos-heavy history kind of episode, and we'd love to, explore and put out your musical talents for people to see. And so, what do you think about that? And I was like, absolutely. I was nervous and excited. I felt all the things because it's very personal to me, and it's really, really cool. So, and then of course I was just like, well, what am I going to sing? And he was telling me that it was going to be Hard Times Come Again No More, and beautiful song, beautiful message, and just so the arrangement that they did was so incredibly exciting. And finding out that it was going to be done and performed even in the episode by Loud and Swain was just insane. I was like, that doesn't happen very often, so it was a really cool thing. And I just went into a studio one day. I had learned the music a little in advance, and went in. My director for that episode, Amin, was there. It was my first time meeting him before we filmed, and we were just recorded it in the studio and got it done. Did it for like maybe about an hour and 15 minutes, and then we just finished. And then we went and started filming the episode. And then it came to the day that we were filming the actual scene, that moment, and I hadn't heard it at all yet. No one had heard it, so all of a sudden they're just like, "All right, we're gonna play it over the loudspeaker for everyone to hear and for you to do."
It's like a real life concert.
It was cute. It was a fun little concert moment, and it was just really, I felt so much support from these three while they were sitting across at the table and all of that good stuff. So it was a really fun process, so much support all around, so much fun, and yeah, I'm just grateful that I got to do it. So
Awesome, thank you. It was lovely. You did a wonderful
I will be singing tonight. Finally, we got everything worked out. So, also, I mean, can I also just say, like, oh wait, are you singing tonight, my love? Meg is also singing tonight. So, yeah, so please come on out tonight because we will be singing. So, thank you all so much. Thank you, it means a lot. Thank
We
you.
will be there. Thank you.
Yay, come on out.
Dancing.
Drake will be interpreting dancing.
No problem. Hello.
Hi guys. My question is for Meg. You've probably been asked this already, so I apologize in advance. But what would you say was the biggest adjustment or difference from going from a set like the Zombies franchise to a set like the Winchesters?
Oh wow, it's so different. It was definitely nerve-wracking because I really did not think I was capable of doing something serious, and especially stepping into an incredible franchise with amazing fans, amazing characters, and playing a character that's already been established. It was definitely really, really scary, but I mean, with these guys, everything has just been so awesome, and I've been so comfortable in Mary now. It's been great, but it's definitely a contrast going from Disney Channel to here, especially when we were doing the CW promos. Like, everyone's like so cool and relaxed, and I was like, "Hi, I'm Meg Donnelly with the Winchesters, and you're watching CW." And they were like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." So it's definitely an energy shift, but it's been awesome. It feels really cool. I feel like I'm like growing up. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. Hello. My name's Michelle. First of all, I wanted to say to Meg, my son is a huge fan of the Zombies movies, and he was so excited that I told him I was going to get to see you today.
Oh, awesome.
I just think that's amazing.
Oh, please tell him hi.
Yeah, I will. I didn't even have a question. I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys, and I love the singing, I love your acting. You guys are just great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey y'all. Hi. So my question is for all of you. It's basically how much of the supernatural story did y'all know before filming the Winchesters? And then for Drake and Meg specifically on the story of Mary and John, how much did you know, and how much, I guess, research did you have to do on the characters?
Drake?
Every time this question gets asked, it's great. I actually grew up watching the show, so I was thank you. Yes, so I grew up as a huge fan, and so getting to play John, I was very, very familiar with the story, and even when the pilot came across my table, like before I had read it, I knew I was like, if I don't know what this is, I haven't read the script yet, if I'm going to do this, I already know what I want to do with the character, and kind of like what areas of his life I want to show, and his transformation I wanted to show. So I was really, really familiar. These guys.
Excuse me.
Was that term cool? In my head, it was like. Yeah, these guys.
Yeah, I'm like a total scaredy cat. I don't like, even filming the show, it's really hard for me. I don't like being in dark spaces. I don't like ghosts. They're so scary. But I've been watching the show now, and Drake has been really helpful. Also, everyone in the Supernatural family. Like, if you have any questions at all, like Spate, like was telling us the whole breakdown of Loki. So confusing. So I still don't quite understand, but still, so everyone is so helpful, especially Jensen and Jared. Like, they have walked us through and helped us so much. So it's been great. But yeah, I've watched back and watched Samantha's performance, of course, of Mary, and I've been watching a lot of scenes of her. A lot of them are really heartbreaking. I was just saying, I was just watching when Dean, they like go into each other's minds, and he has the whole monologue about how she literally destroyed his life. And I was like, me, shouldn't watch this. This was really good. But yeah, it's been so much fun stepping into this world and like doing a show, like a prequel, but then also learning. Hello? And also learning so much. Okay, I love the Microsoft. Yeah. How about you guys?
I definitely watched episodes of Supernatural, but like Meg, I'm also a bit of a scaredy cat. It's funny, when I was like really, really young, I would watch everything scary under the sun, and I would be really into it. And then I got older, I'm like, oh no, so this could potentially happen to me. Absolutely not. But no, I mean, I feel like we've all seen a couple of Supernatural episodes together as well. We've done that. I love Monster Movie. That's probably my favorite. I think it's the black and white episode. Yep. So good, so funny. Anytime I get to see Jensen and Jared do comedy, it's
so good.
Phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah, so I mean, look, I was the exact same situation. I didn't like scary movies growing up. I always hid behind blankets, pillows, everything. I couldn't do it. So anything that was just remotely in the supernatural world, it was just too much for me to take in. But as soon as I was made aware of this project, I learned more about it as I was cast in it. And like Meg said, like I was definitely using my sources, like various people that have done the show before me that I was able to get in contact with. So yeah, I've definitely seen a good amount of episodes. I really love the Groundhog Day episode. I think that's a pretty cool one. With Jen. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's really fantastic one. I really enjoy that. One of my favorites for sure. And then the other cool thing about the process is, at least for Nida and I don't want to speak on behalf of you, but like what I loved was also the fact that like no one knew who Carlos was in the supernatural world. So kind of getting to create something and bring my own flair of story to him, and like, create my own fun things that, all these other characters in the past with Supernatural created. Like, it was just fun to kind of like create what I think Carlos would have done to handle a demon, or to handle a vampire, or to handle all these supernatural entities. So getting to play and take what I needed from the mothership was incredible, but also adding what I would like to bring to the story and kind of create my own character's path in that. Especially being like the first like queer canon, like leading character. I wanted to create like that path and to like trailblaze the shit out of that. So I really liked that aspect of it. So yeah, that's kind of it.
It would have been our nephews, right? Oh, not that I'm saying we've died.
Yeah.
Probably don't. Maybe we do.
Who knows what's to happen?
Dot, dot, dot.
Robbie.
Also, I grew up on Tumblr, and I didn't realize how much Supernatural owned Tumblr. Like, I saw so many Supernatural
100%.
especially the one of Dean going like I used that so many times, and like growing up, and I was now like looking back, I'm like, oh my god, right? So I'm grateful I was a part of that.
Awesome.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Nicole. Personally, I just want to say, like, welcome to the convention circuit, and you especially, Nida, we're so happy to get My question for you is that we've seen a lot of, like, fan interaction when episodes are airing, and I was wondering if there's any fan theories that you've seen that really entertain you, whether they're, like, accurate or just laugh out loud hilarious.
I mean, I think people think Carlos and I we're gonna get married or something.
Yeah, I've sometimes gotten a few DMs being like, so are Carlos and Lata ever gonna be a thing? Absolutely not.
No.
Much love to y'all. We can. Robbie, actually, there was one day on set that we were talking about that fan theory to him. It was like the last episode that we were filming, and he came out to see us, and he fully was just like, actually, that might not be a bad idea, like joking with us, and we're just like, Nida fully having a panic attack, because the thing is, Nida and I,
Kissing my twin.
it's like kissing your twin, basically. No, Nida and I are just so, Nida, this is the dynamic. No, Nida and I are always like, we just have such a sibling, funny, jokey relationship that, like, if we ever had to do like a kiss scene or an intimate scene, we'd have to take like shots before. We'd have to like get like some alcohol in our system. That would be the situation. So that's a pretty funny fan theory that I actually look for it sometimes because I always see like how many are out there. But yeah, it's seriously hilarious.
Would you ship that?
No, I've never.
Thank you. You see, proof's in the pudding. Moving on. What about yeah?
I'm trying to think of fan theories. I like doing my own recaps with my SpongeBob memes. I find so much joy in doing that. So that's my fan theory. SpongeBob comes to Supernatural. No, I don't know. I think that's the funniest one, probably.
That is hilarious.
Carlos and Lanza.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Abby Lynn.
Hey.
I was just wondering, as a newer Supernatural fan of like 2021 myself, coming into this has been such a cool experience coming into the family.
Cool.
So I really like that you guys have come into this as yourselves and just have been welcomed. I hope you've been welcomed because I welcome you, and even newer myself. And so even with all the sweet interactions I've gotten, I want to know what kind of funny or most memorable moments, or with like fans or cast members, have you had thus far through like filming the show, or even being new to cons? Anything like memorable, like funny, or something that stuck out?
Like funny things that have happened, like on set, or I can't wait, what?
No, with
even
fan
at like
interactions.
at cons or on
At
set
cons.
or with the cast.
Oh,
anything
there
you
was-
can think of.
She, someone brought shirts of Jensen like bald. Baldson. Right. Yes. Yes, she made shirts and it said Baldson, and it was just like a bunch of pictures of Jensen bald, and I cried laughing. It was
I didn't see this.
I like it was really great. So that was a really
Someone
fun
tagged me in this. I need to see that. Someone literally one time at an autograph signing, and I signed it, which I was like, this is a joke, was they brought a little mini Funko Pop of Carlos, and it was like a customized like one, and I was just like, that's insane to see that.
That was really cool.
I was super stoked when I saw that because I love Funko Pops, and then to see yourself as a little Funko Pop. You know those little things that you typically see them at Disney World a lot? Those little like bobble, like big head, like little bobble things. I don't even know, it doesn't bobble actually, but yeah, it's one of those like little figures.
Also, Nida wasn't at the convention in Dallas, and there were people who brought Nida's like face cut out on a stick so that we could carry her around, and that was really sweet of them.
Very
Tom
very
Welling
thoughtful.
had Tom was carrying it around everywhere. It's so funny. That was cool.
It was awesome. Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name is Layla, and my question is for Drake. I've had eye issues my whole life, so I'm wondering, do you have a phobia of putting your own eye drops in?
Yes, I do. And
Okay.
I conquered a huge part of that phobia. Like an hour ago, I put eye drops in Meg's eye, and I took a video of it, and I almost threw up. I was like shaking overhand, because I felt like, what if I squeezed it and just like a full, like straight in the eye? Yeah, I hate that stuff.
Do you want to know a trick?
Yes.
So you hold the eye drop bottle,
I already can't do it. I can't hold it myself.
you just have it so that the bottle is blurry, so you can't see the liquid coming into your eye, and it makes it so you don't freak out as much.
See, I like it when people just completely manhandle and like hold my face back. And like we just did a convention in Italy, and I had Brianna do it, but my handler Tatiana was like holding my face still like that and tilting my head. while Brianna was like trying to like navigate the drop into the level.
You can find that on his Instagram. That photo, it's great.
I think it was great advice.
I'll try. We'll see. I've gotten better. My makeup artist on set really worked with me on that. Because even when she would try to do like stuff under my eyes, I was always like pulling away. So it's gotten better. Yeah, I hate it.
Good luck conquering it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Chantel from Texas. Hi. Welcome. I was in Dallas when you guys were there, except for Nina. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
So my daughter is in the audience, and she wanted me to ask a question, but she did not want me to ask this question. I'm going to ask it anyway. What, for each of you, what is your guilty pleasure?
ASMR. I love ASMR so much. So good. So that's probably mine.
Just the silence over the room. I don't know why, but I'm sorry. Yay, ASMR, come on. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh.
I feel like everyone already knows this, but I don't know, first thing in the morning, I really do love some heavy metal. It just like jolts you awake. Just lovely.
I also really, it's not really a guilty pleasure, but I love K-pop so much. Yes.
There's the reaction
I
you
always
wanted.
come, like when my friends come over, I'm like, you guys have to see this thing through, and I'll play it for them, and no one wants to watch it, but I enjoy it so much. You like watching it? Okay.
We watched a couple. I don't remember.
Blackpink, Twice,
Blackpink, and then
Blackpink.
all of them.
Iconic.
I love New Jeans right now. Anyone love New Jeans?
Such good stuff.
Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know if this counts as a guilty pleasure, but I just love sweets. Like any sweet, you always find me, especially after a long day, just like eating in bed, eating in bed like a big old like piece of cake or something. I just love ice cream, I love cake, I love sweets, all the things. You know, it's like what you want to do at the end of a long day. You just sit and relax.
You'll sometimes FaceTime me, be like, should I go to the local?
Oh yeah, I will FaceTime Nita and I'll be like, Nita, should I go? Because I don't want to be the one with to hold myself responsible for the fact that I want to do that every day. So I'll just be like, should I? My blood, my sugar's a little low. I don't know. Oh my God, if your sugar's low, Jojo, you need to go. And I'm like, you're so right. I need to go get it. Thank you for the advice, Nita. And then I would go get it. Yep. Putting it up is easier.
My guilty pleasure is like fucking Taco Bell, man.
Woo!
Taco Bell.
Yeah, I go there way more than I should. Yeah.
So just this is for you, Meg, since you said ASMR. My son has an ASMR YouTube channel.
Really?
It's Zion's ASMR.
Zion
So,
ASMR, okay,
yeah,
great.
look him up.
I would love to. Yes. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
That's awesome. Hi.
Hi, my name is Ashley.
Happy
Happy
birthday, Ashley.
birthday!
Happy birthday, Ashley.
Thank you. I actually wanted to ask what's y'all's favorite birthday memory?
Oh, my mom, she, like as a kid, always made, my birthday's in January, so it's like Christmas. Yeah, one person. My birthday's in January, so she used to like make me a snowman birthday cake. But like, she always handmade it, so it would just like every year something would go wrong, and it was like my favorite part. And all the pictures, she would like layer like 3 pieces of cake on top of each other that are like crappily shaped into balls, spheres that are crappily shaped into spheres placed on top of each other. But then it would have like one of those like little Debbie oatmeal brownie cookies within like a little Debbie. One of those like, with a little swirl on it, you know? And on top of it, a little top hat, and then, Sour Patch straw, like scarf, and yeah. So that's my favorite memory. I used to have this all the time. Anyone else?
I feel like New Orleans.
I had my birthday the day before we started filming for the season, and that was July. I'm a July baby. And come on, July. We all went out. My cast was so sweet. We all went out to, what was it called? That place, Commander's Palace in New Orleans. Good stuff. and we all just sat around the table, and we love to do this thing on each other's birthdays when we were in New Orleans, or anybody that had a birthday in New Orleans. We would sit around at the table, and everyone would kind of just go around and say like something that they loved about the person on their birthday, and that was
Adjectives.
3 adjectives that you would say. And everyone is just so loving and generous, and everyone was so kind. And yeah, it was a good time being with my cast, having some drinks and some good food in New Orleans. So yeah, that was my favorite birthday memory.
I feel like it was my 16th birthday, my sweet 16, and my mom, I was really awkward as a teenager, and I wouldn't talk to anyone, so my mom was very generous, and she brought 16 roses to the restaurant we were at. I think we were at Olive Garden, because that used to be my favorite restaurant growing up. And she gave the 16 roses to the manager, and was just like, can you have like a different person bring out a rose to my daughter who's really shy in the corner there, please?
He's like, we have 4 staff members. What are you talking about?
Yeah, and I genuinely thought that they were making me Christmas cake. Oh,
That's so sweet. That's beautiful.
Little did I know it was all planned.
I think the birthday that we had in New Orleans was so much fun. We just went out dancing, and it was such a great time. And then also for my 21st, I was in Canada, and me and the Zombies cast had like a yacht, or like, not a yacht. Oh my god, like a little boat on like the Toronto like harbor, and it was so awesome. It started to rain, and we were like, so yeah.
Amazing.
Good time.
That was them dancing in the rain.
Yeah.
You couldn't make that out anyway.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Happy
Happy birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did it say 26?
21st! Woo! Shots! Everybody! Hello! Hi!
Hello.
Jojo, I fucking love Carlos.
Oh, thank you. Damn, you said fucking. That's hard. That's awesome. Thank you.
I'm trying not to say it too much.
No, I love it. Keep it coming. Keep it. I love it. Thank you so much. No, I love it.
So, it made me so fucking happy to see you use your hair as a fucking weapon. As I use my braids as a weapon all the time.
Hell yeah.
That made me so fucking happy. You guys, is there anything that you could use as a weapon other than your hands and your feet to fight if you don't have any actual weapons around?
Probably my rings.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually why I wear them.
I get stacked with them daily. Multiple. Yeah.
I'd probably use that. Or these.
With my nails, I would like scoop out an eyeball real quick because they're always like really long. Is that too much? Is that weird? Everyone is awkwardly laughing. Oh god. Drake.
There's a clear answer.
Charm. I don't know. I would probably just try to like distract a little bit of comedy.
What's the deal with airplanes?
Say it for the class. Say it louder.
I could use my farts. I could.
Clear. It's clear. Let out a
Actually,
girl
I had an
fart.
audition recently where my character in the audition was supposed to fart, and because that's a really hard thing to just conjure in the moment, my taper was like making like a fart noise every time, and then one take for some reason it just happened on the line, and so he made his fart noise, and then I farted, and we watched it back, and so I just shit my pants. And so we sent that one and never heard back. But it was great. Because the rest of the tape, he was just like trying to hold the paper and not laugh. It was
Done. She left the building.
it's just like,
Oh no.
you know those like videos where it's like somebody like trying to drop something, or like this guy's apart, and they're just like, yes. Like after the fact, that's what happened. It was guttural. It was not a good one. She also has a weak spot for farts. Look at her. There's no secrets here.
I think we passed that line. I think that's, yeah.
Y'all are fucking awesome. Thank you.
You're fucking awesome. Fuck yeah, amazing. Hi.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I love this outfit.
Thank you.
One of my favorites. Yeah, you win. If there's a competition out there, I think you won. This is great.
Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Want to say, JoJo, thank you for being such a great representation or representative for non-binary people. That's always greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Thank you.
And then Drake and Nick. I don't think people really tell you how brave you guys are for taking on the roles that you took on. While the Supernatural fandom is very loving and very accepting, we're also very protective. And let's be honest, John and Mary are not the favorite characters in the fandom. But you guys took them, you took on this monumental task of taking these characters and doing your own with them, and I want to tell you guys are very brave for taking on these characters and making for their own.
That means a lot. I feel like in life it's police, firefighters. I feel like we're just right up there. The bravery. Laugh at my jokes. You're supposed to be my support system. No, but truly, jokes aside, thank you so much. Because we really didn't know how it was going to be received, and we were actually briefed beforehand of hey, expect. The first time I met Jen, he's like just expect a backlash. He's like, I don't know if you realize, and I didn't, because I was a fan, but I wasn't a part of the fandom. I didn't really know that this existed the way that it does. And yeah, he was just if you need anything, Paul, but he's expect a little bit of backlash. And it hasn't happened, so thank you guys for that.
Thank you so much, seriously.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys for being here, and Drake, I have a fun surprise for a photo op with you later. So.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it.
Amazing.
Thank y'all so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, how was it? Yeah, that's what we thought. That's what we heard. That's how we heard it went backstage. You guys did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
You waiting for us to leave now?
No, I asked
stay
to.
here.
You can stay if you want to. They're doing a costume contest. You'll probably win. Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up.
Thank y'all so much.
JoJo